So what you're basically seeing here is a prompt process of how this app was created. To start with, you can see there's a PRD which I wrote in ChatGPT. So this basically explains everything that needs to be done and how it needs to be done. The summary, the goals and objectives, the target audience, the primary users, the key features of the so go keep going monetization strategy. So everything that has to do user flow. So like I mentioned in the write up, so it all depends on what you want. Architecture, tech stack, just define it in a PRD. And I mean, this is another table I made. So everything came in one prompt, right? So I just copied that PRD and pasted it here. And now this covers the building process. So usually when you are prompting for an app, there's always the building process and then the iteration process, where you make corrections. So most times people waste their credits on this part, trying to figure out how it's going to be. And the best way to save your credits is to start with a PRD or to start with a design, which I've already done in Figma. You just need to copy and paste them here. Then you can start iterating and prototyping. Okay, so after the building process, you now start iterating and making corrections. Now that is where you have to prompt and see the changes and make another extra correction, see if the AI was able to do what you wanted it to do. Okay, now there's so many ways you can actually start building. One is you can decide to define the whole idea of the app once, or you can break it into sections. So that depends on how complex it is. For something like a dashboard, whether you break that into sections so the AI doesn't get confused on what to do. Okay, so but if it's as simple as a landing page, a website, a mini app, I mean, you can drop the first prompt to build. Okay, so if you go through this whole thing, you can see the first thing was the PRD, followed by the AI getting it done. Then and you can see how detailed my first correction was. Okay, this helps you go through the app the first time, go through the app, not just picking one particular thing, but seeing everything that has been done and putting them in one particular post, like just a comment like this, right? One thread, everything. AI reasons, understands what you want, and goes ahead to make the changes. Now, other things, other small iterations could keep coming up, coming up, and coming up, keep correcting them. Then if there's something else, you drop another one. You keep going like that till you are done. But all these things will take your credit, right? So you don't want to type something as small as this, and I mean, for each line, your credit goes. So you have to try and plan to structure the way it is supposed to be done, so you can save your time and all. So you keep going till you are done with the whole thing, right? And this is the end. Keep going till the end, right? Then you can test, and as you are doing this, you are testing out what you're doing. And this is what the app literally looks like. Every section of it works. Every section works. Even the QR code. The QR code actually works. And this is settings. So let me zoom in so you can see this well. And this is dark mode. Okay. This is dark mode. So for some reason, so let's just take a look at what it looks like here. Let me see. So this notification is here. Let's go back home so we can start. Cancel this. Okay, you can start tracking. Then let's see, the next tab is this. So this actually works. All categories, right? I think this works. So you can see what's here. And this one too works. So I only made some of them functional just to see what it looks like. So this is the challenges you can start off with. Okay, and this is your rewards. Partnerships, you can partner with companies and stuff. Brand ambassador, community. And this rewards, so I mean, it's always rewards you can claim. Then you also have, this ones need to be unlocked, and this is a leaderboard. So you can see daily, weekly, monthly. Okay, this is your profile. So you can edit your profile, save changes, your stats, your badge, your goals. So that's just that about prompting. You know, I didn't start off prompting like this. I used to do it somehow more vaguely, but now I'm much more detailed in the way I prompt for apps and things like that. You get so, and you can always see your code and export, download it if you want to. Okay. So it helps if you know a little bit about development. It helps if you know a little bit about design. Even if you don't, you can learn as you prompt. That is, you have to be conscious about the learning process of, oh, I want to understand what this bracket means, what it does. I mean, that will literally trigger something in your mind to be able to know how to prompt better. But if you just want to write text and go, then, I mean, it's all about the choice of what you want to do and how you want to learn. So that's it about this. So this video is not too long.